My name is Dr. David Pinot Noir. I'm a medical geneticist specializing in biochemical genetic engineering. I'm a gene splitter. I was part of the Human Genome Project, which successfully mapped the entire genetic structure of human DNA. Since that time, as Director of Research and Genetic Counseling and Mental Health at East Central Texas State A&M, I have been leading a team of investigators focusing on individual genes and their impact on human behavior. Specifically, for the past 3 years, we have been targeting the tryptamine oxidase A gene, or TOA, or tau, as we like to call it. This gene directs the production of an enzyme which breaks down neurotransmitters in the brain, such as serotonin and dopamine. Serotonin and dopamine are biochemicals that are known to promote feelings of well-being in people. It stands to reason that if the gene which produces the enzyme that breaks them down is somehow not functioning, not doing its job, if you will, those people, their brains bathed in a virtual tidal wave of serotonin and dopamine, are likely to experience some form of chemically induced euphoria. Now, in any human, there are variations, versions of each gene, and they are referred to as low expression or dominant, depending on their level of activity. Our clinical study shows that in women, when the tau gene is either absent, shut down, or in low expression mode, women are more giddy than women with a dominant tau gene. This does not mean that all giddy women have the tau gene in low expression, or that women with a dominant tau gene cannot experience bouts of giddiness. But it does show, with clear statistical evidence, a predisposition for giddiness in women if they have the low expression tau gene. Women who come to us for testing can find out what cards they've been dealt, genetically speaking, and that can often explain a lifetime of otherwise puzzling behavior, such as seemingly inexplicable giddiness. My wife, for example, tested for the low expression tau gene. When she learned that, you can imagine how she felt. While we can't cure giddiness, we can at least demonstrate a genetic basis for it. And if it's a problem, we can provide appropriate counseling such as champagne, balloons, and noisemakers. In men, it's a completely different story, due to the presence of testosterone, which is known to be a game changer in the genetic community. Testosterone, when mixed with elevated levels of serotonin or dopamine, produces a completely different effect. In men who have the low expression tau gene, and therefore higher levels of the neurotransmitters, instead of observing a tendency for giddiness, which we find in women, we have found a pronounced tendency for grumpiness, a generally surly outlook on life. When the gene is dominant in men, the subjects in our test tended to be pleasant or indifferent. But when the tau gene was absent or in low expression, the men complained, griped, bitched, and in general were a pain in the ass, which I realize is not proper medical terminology, but I've been working on this study now for over 3 years. 3 long years, I might add, the 3 longest years of my life, and frankly, I've had it up to here. And by the way, just so you know, not that it's any of your business, I was tested, and wouldn't you know it, irony doesn't cut any deeper than this. I've got the low expression version of the tau gene, and that really pisses me off because there isn't a damn thing I can do about it. You think I'm grumpy? Tough shit. I'm hardwired. I was born this way. Oh sure, counseling, drugs, bullshit. I think it's a rotten deal when some of us are programmed from conception while others get off scot-free. And even worse, I'm locked in with a woman, my wife, who's the original Pollyanna, sees everything through rose-colored glasses. Out here in East Central Texas, wherever the fuck that is, I was born and raised in Philadelphia. What the hell am I doing out here? With a woman, she's always after me. Oh, come on, Dave. Stop beating your gums. Look on the bright side. Yeah, sure, she can say that. Nuts. You know what? You can all go to hell for all I care, And you can take your goddamn low expressing Dow of genes with you too.